All right, everybody, we got the community team here again. It's November week 4. We got a few features to show off, so let's get started. All right, first up, we've got Jason. He's going to show us some linker improvements that he's been working on. So, Jason, take it away.
Yeah, just to start off before actually showing the demo, the idea with linker improvements is that a user can now choose the comparison operator that they want the linker to send the data with. And what this allows us is you can also send multiple links into one column. And that way you can, for example, create your own range filter, whether that's with timestamps with a start and end time, or perhaps prices if you're looking at market data. And just to show that off, I'll actually delete these real quick. So for example, we can create a linker from uninteger integer, and then you have an option here to choose between all of the comparison operators for linkers, sorry, for integers. So for example, we can choose less than for this one, and then we can have another one going to the same column and choose greater than for this side. And then we can click done here, and I'll click on the second row. So this should inject the values appropriately with the comparison operator. So we had less than for the my column, and then greater than for my long. And this table will filter appropriately as well. Um, Besides that, the way that this quick filter is actually injected is all of the operators which are not equals, so any of these except the top one, it'll be added disjunctively, um, sorry, conjunctively. And then for all of the links that has equals, it will be disjunctive, and those will be added to the end. So for example, I could add another one here, my byte, and keep it as equals, and then we can click the second row again, and then it will add the value for my byte disjunctively because it is an equals filter. Besides that, this is basically everything in terms of updates. Obviously, there's changes to how the actual interface works. So now for deletion, you can click the delete button, or you can hold Alt and delete like this as well. And obviously, you can have different links to different columns, and that will send the appropriate value as well.
And you can also move that little window around now, too, right?
Yeah, that's right. So this dialog can be moved around now, and that just prevents the occasion where uh, if you had a table on the bottom right, this might block some of the columns, and you just couldn't build links to that column. And now you can just move this out of the way and then uh, attach the linker as desired.
All right, very cool. All right, next up, we have Devin. He's going to show some of our autocomplete improvements. So, Jason, stop sharing your screen and then hop in.
All right. Hey, everybody. First, I'm going to show off. Let me show my screen. That's probably the important part here. This is a combination of a configuration option on the server that Colin has worked on, as well as some web UI plumbing features. But before, we were getting a lot of community requests about different server versions. And our web UI version was very close to our server version, but wasn't actually equal. And so there was a lot of confusion. Is this the server version or this the web UI version? And so now if you go into the user settings panel and scroll down, you'll see there's a version down right here. And by default, this is the server version, but when you hover over it, um, you can see it shows the engine version, the web UI version, the Java version, and the Barrage version. In the future, there may be other versions in here, maybe Python version, for example, in the future, but this is what we've got now, and it is very instructive. So this is a small but pretty little feature. Another feature that we're hoping to improve is auto completion. Starting in release 0.19.0, we will have Jedi as an autocomplete engine, and what that allows you to do is just get better information on your autocompletes import. So let's see, I want to import an empty table. Let's actually do a timetable here, timetable. Select that. And I can get timetable. And I can give it some stuff here. And then let's say I wanted to do a view on that. We would go and see, I want a formula on that. Oops, assign a variable. So there we go. That is very useful. And if you wanted to turn off auto completion, this is a little bit of internal logic, but it might be necessary in some situations if autocomplete is breaking for whatever reason. But you can actually use autocomplete, hopefully, to get into the internals. And I always forget what it is, so hopefully it gives me some autocomplete there. There we go, the autocompleter. And import, what is it? It is called Jedi settings mode. What we do is get that. And the Jedi settings mode is mode dot off. We do that, then you can see we no longer get these suggestions for importing stuff like that. So this is the first release that's going to have Jedi. There are some rough edges, but we are hoping it will be greatly improved autocomplete experience out of the box and into the future.
All right, wicked. That'll be great and enable a lot more discoverability for seeing what's in our packages. All right, that's all we've got for this week, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.